Morning everybody. We got out relatively early today. We were aiming to get a sunrise, and indeed we did. We went up to the first main turnpike on the Buttertubs Pass, and Nikki looked back and said, "Oh, there's a cloud inversion out there." There was another photographer sitting at the top. He gave us a tip off of a road to go and take that gets us up on the top of the hill over there, where again we should be able to get above the cloud inversion, which is just above us right now actually. Just see how kind of misty, foggy it is, and I suppose we're just about on the lower fringes of this cloud inversion right now. The sun coming up over the top of the hill on the other side of the valley is pretty astonishing. Such a glow. It's wonderful over here now. So we can see the top of the inversion, and it's just kind of, it's kind of just about fringing on where we are, but just looking down, it's just nothing but cloud. And the trees poking through it and everything are wonderful. This is the kind of nice dense cloud that would have me having orgasms back home and getting out to the woodland, because it's very rare we see fog like this back home in Norfolk. So we're actually now above it again. We've come out of it. Oh, the sun up here. Oh, wow. And just this view behind us. Amazing. That is amazing. I've never seen anything quite like that. Now we dropped down a little bit here, so I might want to crest that hill just a touch, but just over here we've got some conifer just peeking out through it, and I can't get the lens doesn't get me quite close enough to cut off the top. Hold on, I might I don't know whether I want to. Let's just shoot that, or no, down here, down a little, so I can get the shape of the hills a touch more. I said down a little, and really I think I want to be even further down. And just the shot of a fence down there, just because I was scanning the horizon, a shot of the fence against the cloud. Oh wow. Right, teleconverter time. Right, let's really get into those trees. It's achingly gorgeous. Spot for choice. When you're punching in this far, this close, finding a composition can be very easy or just very hard, because you're really just selecting the tiniest section of the scene. God, it's got cold, because you can probably see this cloud has become a little north, into spreading into this valley as well. So it's raised up a bit and it's coming this way, and by Christ, can you feel it? About 5-10 minutes ago I just walked slightly down the hill down there, and it was like walking through a wall of temperature change. The temperature dropped noticeably in a couple of steps walking from one point to another. It was noticeably colder. And I took some photos, just snaps, nothing worthwhile, but I'll put it on the screen anyway. I took some photos of Surrender Mill down there and turned around, and all I could see was the car in the cloud, and I suppose, I don't know, 50 yards or so that way. Cold on the nose, so it's time for shit. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, got it. Time for a snood. Put a Boris Johnson hat on. Right, you done? Well, we decided to walk to Old Gang Mill. We've lost a great deal of the mist. It's been coming and going all the time. Is that a problem? Well, yes, it's a problem. Because the light's incredibly harsh, because the cloud inversion is still very much kind of back there. You can probably see it behind me. Is it a problem for down here? Well, these are ruins, and sometimes I love ruins. I absolutely love them, but I do struggle to get a good photo in them sometimes, or around them sometimes. So a bit of cloud and mist around them would have really added something that I could have hopefully worked with. Not to be. Well, not right now anyway. But hey, I'm not going to let that spoil the day. If I don't get any great photos, if I don't get any decent photos, if I don't get any good photos, if I only get snaps, I'm out, and it's a wonderful, wonderful place to be. Well, it wasn't long ago I said that the cloud inversion had gone, but it's in full force back behind us. Well, it's only a few hundred yards away. Well, I turned round a minute ago to see where Nikki was, and I don't know, because all I really saw was a cloud coming towards me. I thought, oh, that's made some decent progress. And then I could just see it start overtaking me, and now we're kind of enveloped in it. And by God, it's cold. This cold air is, I mean, I can now feel it on the back of my legs as it pushes around me. Literally less than a minute ago, this ruined building up here was completely clear. In actual fact, I took a shot of it, which I'll stick on screen. And now it can't even focus on it. Wow, just wow. This is this is wonderful, 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 wonderful. So I've been here for probably about an hour, and I've had the drone up doing some aerial footage of that, which you'll have already seen by now. What you haven't already seen by now is the laceration of my thumb on the drone. That was fun. I often hand catch the drone, but I've never flown my DJI Mini 2 in fog. So I wasn't certain how it was going to behave. Now it's got ground or bottom sensors on it, and what I didn't appreciate is it was going to detect the fog as a surface that it needed to kind of avoid, or at least land onto. So when I'm trying to bring it down, it's sensing the fog and it's not pushing, well, it's not descending because it thinks there's a surface there. And so then it says landing, but it's 25 metres up. I don't know what it's going to do. I've never done this before, so there's a bit of panic. Is it just going to plummet out of the sky? Oh, I suspect what happens is as it comes down, it senses that there's a little bit more space, and a little bit more space, and a little bit more space, because it can't see through the fog. So it's coming down at a perfectly acceptable, placid, not seat of your pants kind of speed. I'm going to turn the rotors off and plummet to the floor. That didn't happen, but I didn't know that was not going to happen. So I positioned myself underneath it to try and catch it, and then I realised that it was coming down okay. And then some people appeared. Now that's not a problem ordinarily, because it's a small drone. I can legally fly it around people. The problem was they had a dog, and the dog was quite interested in this pillock, holding his hand out like that. And the dog kind of got in and went like, oh. And as it came down, I stupidly put my thumb up into the rotors, and there you go. Didn't hurt a great deal. Well, actually, I barely even noticed it was happening. Now, in 6 years of operating a drone, I've never ever done that before. So there's always a first of everything. And mitigating circumstances, I blame the dog. But there we go. Didn't hurt much anyway, thank God. And not too bad. That didn't hurt much either. About 10 years ago, I snapped that in an engined fan belt when I was going out to a breakdown on my holiday hire fleet. That was stupid. Didn't hurt either, because I must have severed all the bloody nerves in it at the same time. So anyway, that doesn't bend anymore, but it gets damn cold. It's very sensitive on the end to cold, but not actually very sensitive to anything else. I've lost a great deal of sensation on the end there. Anyway, you don't want to know about that, do you? What I've got now out is the camera with the 12 to 40 on there, and we're interested in this. This is wonderful. This I'm shooting deliberately underexposed to really kind of get it dark and moody, and it's great. I might send the drone up again, because shooting with a wide angle I'm getting a kind of convergement, or not convergement, but we don't have a parallel on the chimney, which is a bit of a problem. So I might send the drone up to get kind of mid-level on it, get top and bottom. I don't know, but if I can hold that up there, if you can see that deliberately underexposed, this is quite a nice shot, and I hope you like it. I'm literally just snapping. I like this a lot. One of the things I like doing in situations like this, where we've got openings and windows and doors and such, is to shoot through them, because they create interesting kind of stories, or what's behind, and what's in front, who used to go through here, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, the story's not everything, as we know. The photos are interesting, particularly the view I've got right now of this rotten old lintel over this doorway, degrading so much that it's kind of, well, it's rotten. The wall's falling down on this side of it, and well, it's glorious. I hope you like this shot. And here we got another one. It's a window on the other side through a doorway here, looking into a room, looking out of a room. I didn't have any preconceived ideas here. I think I was very lucky that I got the fog arriving here just as we walked up. I think that made a big difference. I think also that I've managed to get some half decent shots, but very few shots that any of us take generally I think will be portfolio shots, unless we really meticulously plan the shoot, and otherwise we just luck out. Well, that's the wrong thing to say as well. We might luck out with the conditions, but of course we don't luck out with composition and such, because generally speaking, composition, shut up watch, is something that we learn and we have to basically craft. And if you're not in a position where you're going to get a great shot, and you're perhaps out on a walk and you want something to remember the walk by, or it's a holiday and you want something to remember the holiday by, or whatever, to make it something a little bit less than a snapshot, try and do something like this where we've got a bit of a frame. So I'm going to shoot, when these people are out of the way of course, I'm going to shoot the mill, the old smelt mill in the distance there, but using this ruined wall as a bit of a lead-in framework. It will just make the image that much more interesting. And before I do that, because they're lingering, and I have already shot this as well, but I'll do another one in it. But before we do this, the fog has changed quite a bit, and it's lifted an awful lot. But what we have behind you, and you can't see this, is this just nice little barn building that has been lovingly restored. And I'm shooting it on a 3/4. It's just a simple shot. The light on it was better a few minutes ago, but there's some lovely colour in it. And I might be better to shoot it up here, looking slightly down, because I get the more of the hill in it. There we go. Let's just do that. There we go. So, just a simple little shot. Nothing to write home about, but the light on it's rather nice. We're shooting it kind of 3/4. It's rather nice, and gaining that height so I can see more of the hill around it, behind it. But it's literally just fog there, so no definition in the sky, or very little definition in the sky. But the building dominates the image. Anyway, that's a nice little shot. We'll put that up. Just a simple little shot, improved just by the framing there. Hope you like it. Wonderful how this river, whatever it is, comes out from a hole, the manufactured hole in the ground there. It's obviously been channeled here. It's glorious. And it runs down to this little bridge, and then beyond down to the smelt mill. And I've got this lovely little composition here Got this rock in the foreground. I've got the little beck running through, creating an S-curve to the little stone arch bridge over there. Just need to get the angle right. F13 to get everything in focus as much as I can, and put it to F16 in fact. I'm focusing just on the grasses down there before the rivulet falls off. In the background I've got the silhouette of the mill in the mist. There's some real depth to this image. Do I put this on a tripod just to make sure I don't miss that focus? Have I got focus on that point? No, even at F16 I don't have it. So I'm going to go and get the tripod. Now I have a tripod, I can do a bit of focus stacking. Oh, that's got tight. That's playing me about, that is. Ah, heck. Gonna have to repair that again when I get back. Okay. Come forward to here maybe. That is rather nice. What's really missing though is the definition in the sky. I've got too much sky. I'm going to shoot this anyway because I like it. I think that fog's coming back. And if it is, it'll be worth staying here for a little longer. I'm beginning to question the composition as well, and I only because I don't know whether this rock is too dominant, and I have a feeling it might be. So I'm going to take the rock out of the composition altogether. Well, certainly out of that corner. I thought it was a humdinger, and now I'm not so sure. Don't know now. Do we wait? Light levels are changing so much that it's one of those, I don't know what to do. Fog seems to have kind of halted at a particular position. Heck, let's move on. So as you can see, I've chosen a different spot again. The vast majority of this beck fills, currently at least, this tributary to the side here. So down here it's not dry, but it's certainly not wet either. Oh, that fog has come back. That is, I think, a blessing and a curse. It's come back quickly as well. It's come back while I'm talking to you. I'm going to shoot this as just a two-shot panorama, but with foreground and background. Oh, that's getting cold. That's getting real cold. And there, I don't think I bloody did that. I got confused. Let's come again. Right. Shoot for background, foreground, and come round. Foreground, background. Somewhere in that lot there is a cracking shot.
Moon, I'm there soon. I'm leaving quite early tomorrow morning. Undercovered, baby, is what you ask of me. Soon I'll be disguised. Shooting star, I'm without a safety net. Give me a ride. I'm going far beyond where the sun sets. Dear,
old audio problem. It's a bit more than that this time because I had an SD card failure. I lost quite a lot of footage. I got some of it back, but not all of it. So what I'm trying to say here is that I've found a waterfall and I'm doing a bit of a panorama on it. It's the last shot of this video, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and enjoy this last shot, and click the like button, click subscribe, tell your friends, all that kind of stuff. Please get involved in what I'm doing, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Shooting star